Hello everyone, so today, wherever you are in the world, I'm going to show you how I do my poodle hair. Poodle hair is something I only have really started getting back into now that my hair is longer. I had it quite short before and there was no way I could actually get it all up there. But if you'd like to see how I do this poodle hair, keep watching. Okay, so for a poodle do for the setting component, you need to have an agent to style your hair. So if your hair holds heat, you can always heat set it with a tong or hot rollers. Tong's probably better, you want them a bit tighter. If you're wet setting like I have to, you can use sponge rollers, you can use the bendy rollers. I'm going to use pincurls because I find for my poodles that works best. I'm going to use my pin sculptor tool. For mine, pincurl clips, separating clips, a comb and a brush just to kind of brush out knots. You will need a setting spray or a setting agent, so I use Miss Ruby Rabbit's Luscious Locks. However, this is like day 3 hair for me, so I've already got heaps and heaps of product in there, so I'm not going to actually spray any tonight, but I am going to reactivate it with a little bit of water. And you want something to cover your hair with at the end, so I've got my Lacy Rose Creations turban. So to start with for a poodle, I always start at the top. Firstly, I know it's going to be horrible that I have to ruin this brush out. I have no idea why my hair did this now, but hopefully I can recreate it at some point so I can tutorial this. But we're going to I'm going to just run the brush through because I do have a lot of hairspray from today in my hair, even though I've already brushed it. Okay. So I'm going to do first just the top section of my hair. So I find with the poodle, because you kind of, basically you stack a whole bunch of curls on your head. That's really what a poodle is. I really don't like the poodles that are really up in your face, but that's just my preference. So I'm going to start with about that much hair. I'm going to get one of my clips and I'm going to clip it. So now I've got this section, I'm just going to brush it. Now this is where you'd put your setting agent in, but because I've already got heaps in my hair from this week, I'm just going to take my spray bottle. I'm just going to wet it just a little bit, because if I do it too wet it won't dry. Big enough for me to actually do the tutorial. So now I'm going to take a back row. Now I'm going to get this bit out of my face with just a clip. Now I've missed that bit a little bit, so I'm just going to give it another spray. Now I'm going to take my pincurl sculptor tool, which is essentially a round comb, and I'm going to pop it in my hair and I'm going to roll it down. Now I'm going to do my top ones going pretty much half-half. So the middle, it doesn't really matter what way it's going to go. For me, when I do a poodle, I do like for the ones on the outside of the top just to kind of face the side where they're going to be pinned, if that makes sense. I find it makes it easier to kind of fold the curls over the bobby pins, if that makes sense. Okay. So there's one section done. They don't have to be super neat. That is the joy of a poodle. It doesn't have to be neat. You can just kind of slap it all together and it still looks really good. Poodle brush outs as well are always, in my opinion, hilarious. I always end up looking like I stuck my finger in a power socket until I really brush it down, and then you get these really nice waves out of a poodle. I think it just started raining. So you can see with the pin curl clip, it's really pin curl sculpt tool. It's really quick to pin curl. If you're a beginner and you struggle with the method of using your fingers, which I know I do, the pin curl tool is really, really good. Now, when I get to the front, I'm going to do mine frontward facing. Next. And I've just done 3 rows of 3. Nothing overly impressive or special. There's no set pattern, like I said. On the sides, I do tend to do them a specific way, but that's just me. The main part is to just get your hair curled, because, you know, once it's kind of on your head, well, then that's where you want it. Okay, so we've got our front bit curled. Now I'm going to do my sides. I will generally always do my back last, because I find that I have a lot of hair, and I find it's easier for me to work with the back if the front's already done, because I don't have all this extra hair bundled in my face. So same deal as before, just going to give it a spray and a brush. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the top row. So I'm going to take about that much hair. I'm going to clip this bit back. I'm hoping my flatmate doesn't come halfway through a video, because that would be awkward. I'm going to take this one, and I'm just going to curl it up and pin. I'm going to do 2 sectioning, like they don't have to be super little sections. I like to clip back the part I'm not using, like the hair, because I find that makes you can kind of focus on the bit that you are working with. So these ones on the sides, I actually alternate between my curls facing up and down. I just find it gives a bit more direction to your hair when it's poodled. Again, you don't have to do this. This is just my preference. This is just what I've found works for my hair. So this row is going to be down. So I've done one facing down, one facing up, and then this one will face down. Now you might be wondering why that is sitting behind me. So for those who aren't familiar with my Instagram, my hair doesn't actually hold heat sets with a heat tong very well. And if I wanted to show you this hairstyle from a full wet hair perspective, it would take me 2 days, an evening and a morning to film, because my hair is stupid like that. So I'm going to cheat today, and I'm going to use my hood dryer, because that means that I will be able to, I will be back in 1 second. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, my hair, because it doesn't hold heat, it would take me a long time to actually do tutorials of any kind of setting without it. So that's how I'm going to get it to dry this afternoon or tonight, so I can get this tutorial up for you all. So now I'm going to do this side, same as the other side. I'm going to take a section, clip the rest back. This one is the one I'm after. Take back. good thing about the pin sculptor tool is it's really, really easy to use. And the other good thing about it is when you use it, all your curls are the same size, which is really important for an even set. Oh, this bit's all curly and it doesn't want to do it. There we go. Put that one up, I'm going to pin. Row 3, 2, so this row I'm going to do facing upwards. Okay, we've got one more row. Got hair in my mouth again. Ah, where is it? Found it. No, I didn't. Uh-oh. Where'd the clip go? Found it. Whoop. Take this back bit. And so this one's going to be a down again. Again, like I said, you don't have to follow this specific pattern. Really, for a poodle, any kind of setting pattern of standing pin curls or sponge rollers is generally fine, because as I said, all you're going to do is dump them on the top of your head. This is just how I did mine the other day that everyone really liked. So okay, so these curls are all in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cheat. I don't like pin curling the back of my hair. I find it takes too much time for my hair. I have a lot of hair, like a buttload of hair. So I tend to cheat, and in the back I use sponge rollers. So since I've still got curls there, I'm literally just going to recurl the existing curl. And these I'm going to do dry because they're still curly. I don't need to re-wet them. My back always seems to hold curl. I mean, look, the back of my hair nowadays tends to hold curl really, really well. So I'm going to roll. I'm only going to use 3 for each section. I'm just going to do 3 little sections. If you are new to setting your hair, for the first while, you will get sore arms, especially when it comes to doing the back part of your head. I remember whenever I start getting back into lifting, I can't do my hair for a few days because their arms are so sore. I can't simply lift them like I am to get the back curled. Okay, so clip. Now I've just got this little section. lucky last. Okay, now as I said, I've cheated because my hair is already curled. If your hair isn't already curled, you can either pin curl in the same manner you have at the front, or you can just put sponge rollers in the back, or like I said, if you're doing a whole sponge set, just sponge set it all. It doesn't really matter as long as your hair is curly at the end of it. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go and sit under this baby for about half an hour, and then I'll be back for the brush out.